folks, welcome back to the channel. Sorry it's been a bit of a gap in content. I've been away on holiday. I was checking out some haggis hunting ground for November. If you're not familiar, November to January is a haggis hunting season in Scotland, so there you go. I was also checking out Loch Ness, seeing if we could find Nessie. That didn't happen. And we went on a bit of a boat ride in the Moray Firth, and we've seen some fantastic dolphins and everything. I'll try and insert some pictures here, maybe a clip or two. So yeah.
Resurf on that waves on the surface.
Yeah. So the dolphin is reaching closest to us. This is a female dolphin by the name of Porridge. She's the mother and the grandmother. And she should be with some of her daughters and granddaughters. They tend to move around in a small pod together.
This week I'm going to be using the Auto Trace feature that's built into LightBurn, using the camera which is located on the lid here on the Mira 9S, and this epic drawing that I did when I was younger. When I say younger, I mean like 30 minutes younger. Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? Right, so basically what we want to do is we need to hold up to the laser, and then we're going to use the software on here. So you'll jump from here to here a few times just so you can see what I'm doing. But to hold it flat, I am going to use this bit of wood behind it, and then we hold it up to here so that you can see it on this screen here. Try and hold it straight to the image, and we'll open the trace function. And we're a bit close, so we'll just hold it there. Trace again. There we go. So now that we've got it on here, I can stop you. Right, so you might be thinking, Maury, okay, you showed me how to do that, but how do I get this trace feature window up? Well, it's quite simple. I'll show you from the start again. So we'll just press cancel, and we'll clear that bed so we don't get confused. So in this control panel, say the camera window isn't here, you go up to window and then you scroll down until you see camera control, and it appears down here, and then you'll see here we've got the trace function. So when we hold up the image to the camera, you can see it. Try and hold it as flat as possible and then press trace. Too close, so we need to do it again. So we'll just back up a bit and press trace. Again, just a little bit out of frame there. There we go. Perfect. So you can see the image, my awesome drawing. And then what you want to do is you want to remove this nonsense. Just playing about with all the different settings in here till you get what you're looking for. So I like to fade the image for a start, and then that means you can see the cut off lines a bit better. See the purple there appearing on the screen? Now we can zoom in and you can see them quite clearly there. That's the line that we're looking for. So on the eyes, round the hair, here's a bit funky, so we'll maybe, no, see that's noisy. We'll bring that in a bit so we get all the detail there as well. It's good enough, it's meant to be a child's drawing. Once you're happy with basically how it's traced, job's a good one, you can just press OK. Now, I've not played a huge amount with all these bits down the bottom. Again, I recommend with everything, once you've got a basic understanding it, you play around with it. I normally do this sort of thing in LightBurn. I personally enjoy the process doing it in LightBurn. It's a lot stronger in my opinion. But this is just showing you that you can do it directly from your camera. If you've not got, say, for instance, a scanner on your printer or whatever like that, this is possible. So you press OK anyway, and you get massive. See, it's set as fill as well at the moment. So if we change that to line, I'm going to clear the background so we don't get confused. In fact, I'll just turn it off. So you've got that, and then what you want to do is you want to break it apart using this. You ungroup it using that solo guy, and then group would be that one, but we're not grouping at the moment, so we want to get rid of the boundary box, and then I just press delete, and then we can set that as a group. But first of all, I want to edit a few nodes on this, mainly this one here that looks a bit sus. So I want to edit some of these nodes. Once you get the node editing tool up, which is this one here, you select the lines that you want, and then you can scroll in and then just move them arms of the node in, and do that, because it's just a dead simple exercise. Oh, I don't want that one. I want that one. Now we'll just zoom in. Again, it doesn't need to be perfect for the purpose of this demonstration. It's just a case of showing how you can take your photo or your drawing, maybe your kid's drawing, and then scan it in and then engrave it on something. So once you've edited the nodes that you like, I'm going to edit this one to make it a little bit bigger as well, quickly. So we'll just click on that and drag it there, and drag it up there. That's good enough. And you, like I say, select it all just by dragging a box around it and pressing group, and then that way we can change it from line to fill. What we'll do is we'll minimise it because I want it to go into a coaster. And that shrinks it then. And then we can go to preview and you can see how it will engrave. So I'm going to change the material to slate. Oh, fine. 600 millimeters a second at 40% power. Can actually get away with. Yeah, no, that'll do. So now that we've done that, what we need to do is we need to use the camera again. So we'll just zoom out. We're going to update the overlay. Maybe update without my hand being there. And then we'll move the laser head to this corner here. And then we can drag the image onto the middle of that slate roughly. Just like that. Put it there. And then I'm going to add some text. And then center line it with the image above just by clicking up here. V-center. Assign laser, and then we'll frame it. Now that I'm happy with that, what we're going to do now is we're going to jump in and frame it. And it could do with moving slightly across. Normally I'd have a jig set up, but this is just a demonstration, so I'm just eyeballing it really. Yep. And once we're happy with that, we'll drag the camera on top of this. Not the camera, the laser head across. Then we'll focus. A little bit of debris left off the bottom of the laser. I need to give that a wee clean. And now that I'm happy with that, we can just press start. So we've walked through this step-by-step sort of guide on how to do this, but where could we actually use this and how could you see your product selling with this? Well, as you've seen, I've created a simple poster in this video and it's quite effective. You could really do loads with this. You could use it for back to school gifts for teachers. You could use it for bookmarks, like create your own bookmarks. Maybe you've got a local school or activity group, you could really try and market it to that. You could go in, show them videos on how you do your process. You could then get them to design their own bookmark, just maybe print out A4 piece of paper with like the boundary box and get them to draw within that, keeping it simple. You could, yeah, I mean, even with like recipe books or recipes, you could have handwritten recipes scanned in and then done on chopping boards as like a memory for your grandparents or your mum's favourite recipe or a family's favourite recipe. You could put messages on bottles, you could put messages on cups, anything really. The opportunities there for this are really truly endless. It's quite a cool wee feature that's within LightBurn, and obviously if you've got the Mira range, you've got that inbuilt camera which really helps the process as well. I'm just going to turn the laser off. Well, no, I'll just leave it on. Hopefully you can hear me okay. So now you can see it's lasered my design from drawing onto the slate. I'm just going to give it a little wipe, just a wee clean, because it does sometimes give off a little bit of debris. And because we're always professional, we use the sleeve of our jumper to dry it off so you can see it. Now try and get the light in right. There you go. So we've gone from a simple drawing to a keepsake for your mum for Mother's Day. Hope this video has been very helpful for you guys, and if you need any further assistance on it, give me a shout, drop me any questions in the comments below, and hopefully you'll stick about. Just maybe hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks very much guys, bye.